Have you, as a business owner, ever been in position that you must decide what will be the next digital marketing activity for your business, but you were kind of never sure because the offer is huge, you don't know where to start, it's very hard to make informed decision, and you were kind of stuck, okay? So in this video, what we're going to talk about is how to make this decision, how to decide what is the next highest leverage action for your business to take, and I will share with you a principle. So this principle is valid today in 2025 and it will be valid in 3025. That's how good this principle is. You're gonna see that. At the end of the video, I will also share with you a list of the most common highest leveraged actions that you can take today and probably in the next 5, 10, 20 years, depends how far the digital world take us in the future. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you follow me already, welcome back. All we talk about on my channel is how to get set up to sell online. Okay, back to the topic. So before I proceed, let's be very clear about this. At any given moment, there is an endless number of digital marketing activities that any business can take. And there's only a handful of those activities that are going to produce the most results for your business. 3 to 5 max. Okay, so this principle is going to help you filter all the information that are coming to you, whether it's from your digital marketeer or from somebody in-house who is responsible for marketing, or you'll be maybe talking to one of your buddies who has a business and this digital marketing activity was working for them. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you, or at least it doesn't mean it's going to meet your expectations. And talking about expectations, let's just make a very simple distinction between two types of digital marketing activities, okay? So number one is what we call money now, okay? And number two is money in the future. So depending of what kind of expectations you have, that is going to dictate what kind of action you're going to take for your business. Okay, so if we talk about the money now, we want to apply this principle in this way, okay? What is the digital marketing activity that is going to produce the most results with the least time, effort, / resources? So this is the principle that you want to apply to any information coming your way from your buddies, from TV, YouTube, whatever. If somebody tells you, hey, let's do search engine optimization, you will say, is this the digital marketing activity that is going to produce the most results for my business in the least time, investing the least effort and resources? If that digital marketing activity is matching this principle, you're good. Do it. That's how you filter, okay? So talking about the money in the future, you can just swap this, the least time, with a specific period of time. Let's say 3 months, okay? Is this the activity that is going to produce the most results in 3 months with the least effort and resources, okay? Effort and resources, we still want to apply this adjective least, okay? The least effort and resources. Why would you want to do something that takes so much of your time, that costs so much and is going to produce handful of results, right? So that's how you want to determine what is the right digital marketing activity for your business. So if somebody comes to you and tell you, hey, let's do the search engine optimization because my buddy did it, and after a year of doing this, now they are receiving significant number of conversions through their website. And you can think about it. Number one, do you even have a website? Is your website any optimized to be online, or is it just a one-pager that somebody made 10 years ago, it's totally outdated? Maybe you need a new website, completely new website before you even think about search engine optimization. Or maybe you have a website which is not kind of connected with your CRM, customer relationship management. Maybe you don't even have a CRM. You still have your contacts in some Excel sheet and you're communicating with people through Gmail, maybe it's time for you to level up, to put all those data, to put it in a CRM, and then apply some automation and send emails and messages and just get some more business from your current customers or your previous customers that already know you, trust you, and they have a great experience working with your business. So as you can see, this principle is very simple to implement, but on the other hand, it can be difficult for you to make the right decision if you are not informed well, if you don't have enough information about all those different digital marketing activities, right? That's why I'm going to share this list of the highest leverage digital marketing activities that you can apply today. And that's the list of the most common. Of course, I said the list is endless. You cannot imagine what kind of digital marketing activities are available today for anybody at any given time. But for you, this is the list of the most common digital marketing activities that have the highest leverage right now, okay? I hope you see this. Let me just enlarge it a bit. So from here, on top of this list, depending on the business, one of these activities will be number one for you. So don't consider it that bottleneck in the funnel, for example, that's the first thing you want to do. Of course, does not apply to every business, but it can apply to your business. And I will talk about the bottlenecks in one of the next videos. Right now, what you need to understand that if you have a sales process in your business, and as every other business, you certainly have a sales process, right? So depending on all those steps that you have, there might be a bottleneck somewhere. So if we talk about the digital marketing activities, from the moment that somebody learns about your website, about your business through your online presence, until they become your lead, until they opt in and give you their contact data, or maybe apply, maybe they purchase, depending what kind of offer you have, there are different steps that they need to do in order for them to purchase, in order for them to become your customer, right? Going from one step to another, there might be a bottleneck somewhere that you have such a small percentage of people. For example, if somebody lands on your page, but they do not opt in for whatever free offer you have, or they don't just give you their email and contact information in order for them to be contacted by you, for example. So if you have conversion of, I don't know, 0.5%, and imagine that 1,000 people is landing on your website and only 0.5% of them actually opts in. Imagine what will happen if you increase this 0.5 to just 1%. That's going to double your business, okay? And even though this seems as a very small numbers, at the end of the day, that's something that can double your conversions, because you remove the friction from the step number one, from the moment that somebody lands on your landing page, from the moment that somebody lands on your website and they give you their information to do business with you, okay? So that's, for example, the bottleneck in the funnel. So you want to find where the bottleneck is, you want to attack it, and you want to see which one of the steps is the easiest to double. But as I said, we're going to talk about it in a different video. I'm just giving you ideas right now what could be the highest leverage action for your business right now, okay? Number two, launching a new ad strategy. For example, if you're advertising on Facebook and Instagram, for example, which is the most common, and you're using some outdated strategies, or you maybe don't even advertise through Facebook Business Manager, but you do it through boosting posts, what the Facebook is offering to everybody who are administrating the page, right? That's something that you can consider to apply some more advanced ad strategies, or some ad strategies that are meant to produce more results for your business, compared to boosting posts without detailed targeting, without some more advanced setup for your advertising on Facebook and Instagram. For example, launching a new funnel strategy. Self-explanatory, I will not talk about it very much. Ad fatigue. This is something that I would say entry-level marketeers are not aware of. But for example, if you are running ads on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, wherever, and after a certain period of time, you maybe find out that one video was performing very well and you were getting some very good conversions. You were getting clients for like $10, $20, $50. And at some point, this starts to climb and you are receiving customers, for example, for $100 or $200 comparing to $20, $50 that you were getting in the beginning. So there is a way to fix this within the business manager, within the advertising platform itself. You just need to basically swap the creative. You want to change the video with some new video. Doesn't matter if it was giving you results for like 2 months. Right now you need to swap it. That's the simplest way to explain what is ad fatigue, but there will be videos about it. We're going to talk about this much more in detail in the future. But remember, if you're having trouble getting leads, getting conversions with the same video after a certain period of time, that might be ad fatigue and you just want to do something about it in order for your business to start getting, again, same amount of clients for the same ad spend, for example. Low average order value. For example, let's say that you are selling a coffee capsules, okay? So instead of selling 20 pack of 20 pieces, try to sell 5 packs of 20 pieces with a reduced price. Just sell in bulk, because some people will eventually understand that that makes sense for them to purchase. And if you're advertising, if you're putting some money into somebody to land on your website, you want to find a way to increase that average order value. You can apply this bulk sales to have it kind of a default bulk sales, and also you maybe want to have some order bumps through the process. When somebody is clicking to purchase, you maybe want to offer something that is complementary to what they already bought. And most of the today's platforms for e-commerce, they offer this setup. So if you are not using something that's in that sense advanced, but you're using some outdated WooCommerce on your WordPress without any kind of adjustments and any kind of upsells, any kind of order bumps, you are probably hurting your business. And that might be the easiest action for you to do, just to increase the average order value, and suddenly you have a business that actually is generating more money on the month basis. Marketing automation is generic. I'm sure that you probably saw this. All the marketing automation softwares today, as simple as it is, when you're writing an email to somebody to say, hey, whatever the name is, instead of just say, hey sir, or excuse me sir, whatever. Also, this marketing automation can be totally out of context. For example, if you want to split the lists within your CRM, hoping that you have a CRM in place, not Google Sheets or Excel sheets, okay? So if you have your CRM in place, you want to have tags for different customers within your CRM, depending what purchase they have, depending what they bought from you in the past, or as simple as it is this a male or female? Is this the grown up or is it a young guy or girl? You don't want to send them the same emails. You want to be contextual. So that's one of the things that could be the highest leverage action for your business today. Customer experience could be improved. This is more or less self-explanatory. Think about it, how you can improve your customer experience, and then from there get more satisfied customers that will talk about your business with their friends and family and bring you more business. For example, not testing frequently enough. This is one of the things that, for example, if you have advertising strategy that works for you and you are generating clients for example, $50 per piece, and you are generating sales, for example, for $15, and you say, yeah, that's good. It makes sense for me because I pay $15, somebody's buying my product that costs $200, and this is my profit margin. It makes sense for me. But what if you could get that purchase, for example, for $5 or $3? If you're not testing, if you're just repeating what was working in the past, which is also very important to do, like don't ever stop a profitable action. If it is profitable for you, just do it. But still, on the side, you maybe want to test, see if any other hook is working better, if any other kind of creative for the advertising, if any other creative is actually creating better results at the end of the day and it costs you less for somebody to buy on your website, it makes sense for you maybe to transfer at some point, but you have to test it. Don't stick to the one thing and just do that one thing forever, because you don't know what you don't know, so test it. Targeting the wrong audience or too small of the audience. This is a little bit advanced. It's for the digital marketeers to understand if they are targeting wrong audience on the advertising platform, of course you're going to get some disastrous results. So we can say that this also kind of has something to do with the testing. Maybe you are testing the audience which is more or less good, but it can be better, it can be worse, but you have to test it, right? Using outdated strategies that no longer are working. This is something, again, self-explanatory. I'll not go very deep in it, but there were strategies that people could apply on certain advertising platforms like Facebook, YouTube, today it's TikTok, and they were producing some results in the past, but today they are totally outdated and they're actually giving very bad results. But if you trick yourself that that's the strategy that created certain amount of money for your business and you don't want to test something else, of course your business is going to suffer. So that's something you want to be aware of. Subscription revenue churns quickly. So for example, if you have people who are paying you monthly for whatever product or service that you have, and if they say stay with you, for example, like 1, 2, 3 months, instead of 1, 2, 3 years, your business is suffering. So you want to put attention on it at this very moment. For example, you already have sales, you already have subscriptions, you just need to find a way to keep these people longer with you. As obvious as it seems, some business owners, they trick themselves. They get into this kind of world where they believe that their subscription can last maximum 3 months. And they never ask themselves, how can I increase this period of somebody being subscribed to my product or service? And instead of thinking about it, they always think about how to get more new clients, new customers. And you already sold it once, you have somebody subscribed, so why not put some attention on how to keep them as long as humanly possible on your subscription, because that's much easier than getting new clients at the end of the day. So think about it. Maybe this applies to your business, maybe not. Again, business owner or team is lazy or unfocused. I mean, this is self-explanatory, but just think about it. Maybe that's something that hurts your business at this moment. So the next one is not repeating successful actions. Again, if I had to choose the one that usually gives some very interesting results from the new businesses that I work with, is this one. Because it happens so often that one business was taking some digital marketing activity, maybe they were advertising on Facebook, and then suddenly somebody told them that now they need to go to TikTok, for example, because TikTok is a new thing, everybody are there, that's a new platform, people are getting some results so easy, you need to go there. And they were sold on that idea and they totally abandoned what was working in the past and they just go and focus 100% to something new. And that's very bad. And then I come into this business and we are talking about what was working in the past, what's their goals, what their expectations, and what kind of team they have, what can we leverage at the end of the day. And sometimes I discovered that they were just abandoning something that was working in the past. I checked the stats are awesome. Like they had a return 1 to 5, 1 to 6, for example. They invest $1 in advertising, they're getting $6 in revenue, which is crazy, for example, and they just abandon it because they want to put all focus on TikTok now, for example. So that's something you want to be aware of. Think about what was working in the past, what was bringing you results. It doesn't have to be advertising. Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe you were just sharing these flyers all over the city. If that was bringing you results, do it again. I mean, at least test it, see if it is still working for your business. Next, advertising messaging is not aligned with what's on the landing pages. Again, it's so obvious, but people are kind of caught in the idea that they are running ads on whatever platform and they are just sending this traffic to the homepage, which is disastrous. Why do you want me to invest my time and effort if I click on your ad and you are offering me, I don't know, imagine you are advertising for the dog food, okay? And then I click on this link and I go to your website where it's a homepage of whatever, like pet food home delivery. And then I need to find my way to the dog food. If you're selling a dog food, take me to the landing page that talks only about the dog food, because if I get there and it takes me more than a couple of seconds to find out where to click in order for me to get to this specific offer that you were advertising. Maybe you were saying in the ad, hey, this is the cheapest dog food, like action, 30% off, whatever, and I click there and I go to home page, I will be disappointed. I want to go directly to the product page where I can just click and order. That's my expectation. So think about next time you're running either advertising messages, or maybe you just have a link in your bio on Instagram. If you promise something in the bio and I click there and I go to whatever different page, that's not good. So make sure that advertising messaging is aligned with what's on the landing page, okay? Next, only using 1 to 2 ad hooks. So imagine that you're running YouTube ads, for example, and everything is working smoothly, you are generating customers profitably, you're happy with it, but using only 1 to 2 ad hooks. So imagine if you add another 2-3 hooks in your different videos, meaning that you're going to pick up some other clients, other customers that you're not usually picking up because you're using some other hooks. Doesn't mean that those clients will be as profitable as those that you are already converting, because maybe you're using the most common hook for your product or service, but people are not buying, for example, they're not buying car everybody for the same reason. You can have 1 or 2 most common reasons why people are buying car, but there must be a couple of other reasons why people decide to buy certain car or whatever product or service that you are selling. So think about it, because you have everything established, everything is working, conversion mechanism is working, your advertising is working. You just need to add a couple of more hooks, some other sales angles for you to generate more clients, right? Very simple to apply. And is that the highest leverage action for your business? That's up to you to decide. One-legged stool. You never want to be a one-legged stool. This is the lesson that I learned from my mentors. And for example, if you are running your business and you have, let's say, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a month of revenue, but everything is coming from Facebook and Instagram advertising, that sounds very good. But one morning you can wake up and suddenly your Facebook Business Manager is down, it's blocked, it's banned, and it will take you 3 to 5 days, maybe 30 days to get it back. And until that happens, your business is down. You're not generating any revenue because everything was coming from Facebook and Instagram advertising. So that's why you want to deleverage this risk through some other revenue streams, whether you want to advertise on YouTube, maybe you want to apply some money later strategies that we just talked about. Maybe that's something for you. Okay, everything is good, you're generating some revenue. Maybe for you is to think about money in the future, what kind of strategies you want to apply so that in the future maybe you will also get some revenue from organic traffic because you put in time and effort to grow your YouTube channel or your Instagram following, so that if something happens with your Facebook, Instagram advertising, you don't depend only on that. Hope this makes sense. So never be a one-legged stool. This is one very important thing to remember. Next, bad data attribution and untrustworthy reporting in place. This is a little bit more advanced, okay? So I'll not bother you too much, but just simply imagine that you are generating great amount of revenue through advertising, but for some reason in your CRM, it shows up that this is organic. You might think one day, hey, why the hell am I paying for this advertising marketing? Why do I pay this agency? Why do I pay so much advertising dollars if I can have all this organic? And then you stop advertising, and next morning you wake up and you find out actually that your revenue dropped like 90% down. So that's why you want to be very aware of a bad data attribution, you want to have this in place. Again, this is a little bit more advanced. I don't want to bother you with that much. And the last one on the list that we have is not spending enough money, resulting in long periods of time to acquire data to make decisions. So if you want to make results fast as humanly possible, you cannot spend $10 on advertising. You want to spend $100 a day and more in order for you to acquire enough data and also to help the machine reach enough people to make informed decision. Who is the right person to buy from you? Who is the person that needs your product or service? So that's how you're also helping machine, and it will also help you to get the prime position in the advertising. For example, somebody who is spending $5 a day, they will still get some reach, but people will see their ad on Facebook or Instagram, for example, after scrolling, for example, like after 5 minutes of scrolling, then they will see that ad. If you're spending more money, apart from reaching more people, apart from acquiring data faster, you will also be positioned higher. So you know, if you go to your Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, wherever, those are the first ads that show up, those are the heavy spenders. They are spending most amount of money, and also machine believes that you are the right person to see that ad. So that's why they are positioned first. And as you go lower with scrolling down, somewhere like 5-10 minutes after that, you will see advertisers that are spending $5-6 a day. You will see advertisers that are spending very small amount of money per day. Again, to recap, I want to remind you that there is an infinite amount of digital marketing activities that one business can take. And this is just a list of the most common, highest leveraged actions for one business. So wherever you are at right now in your business journey, think about it. Are you sold on some idea that actually is not benefiting your business enough? Maybe you can take some different action to get the most results, investing the least amount of time, effort, and resources. Make an informed decision on what actions you need to take and what kind of digital assets you need to take in order for your business to grow. Again, I hope you find it valuable. Take care. See you in the next video.